Dan Wootton slammed GB News guest Benjamin Butterworth as he claimed he had a visceral hatred of Boris Johnson because of Brexit. As Butterworth insisted the Prime Minister needs to be held to account for Partygate and breaking lockdown rules, GB News host Dan Wootton insisted he simply disliked Boris Johnson because of Brexit. The pair engaged in a fiery clash as Butterworth continued to brand the Conservative Party leader a liar. Butterworth began, "The only thing I admire Boris Johnson for is that he managed to see a cake and not eat it. That's something I've never managed." But ultimately it's not about the birthday, as you sort of like to trivialize it with. It's about the fact that people were going through the most incredible trauma to do the right to keep each other safe. The guest added, "I'm sorry it's being in a parallel universe because both the polling and the reporting shows that most people are still angry with this, including most conservatives because most people followed those rules." However, Wootton wanted to know if Butterworth just simply hated Johnson, which is why he was angry with the Prime Minister. Benjamin, surely you can admit the point, there are a lot of this media posturing is because, as Nadine Dorries said to me last week, these folk just have a visceral hatred of Boris Johnson because of Brexit and will not rest until he's out, the host hit back. And, I put you in that category too actually, I do. Butterworth retorted, "Well, I mean that's pathetic because I think those journalists are holding the Prime Minister to the truth, something he has a serious allergy to and has done throughout his whole career, where he's been sacked for lying time and time again. Trying to get an honest answer out of the Prime Minister is important." It is clear that he misled Parliament. He denied everything we now know to be true. So if you sat down with Boris Johnson now for the newspaper and got 8 minutes with him, would you genuinely tell me, as Beth Rigby did, as an upstanding journalist, you should spend 7.5 minutes of that interview on Partygate and not ask him about Ukraine and not ask him about the cost of living crisis and not ask him about the lack of HRT medications and pharmacies, and the fact there is a supply chain crisis? Are you honestly telling me that, Benjamin? Wootton raged. You would spend 7.5 minutes on Partygate? Butterworth hit back, "Well, the truth is there any point in asking Boris Johnson for the truth? You know when he's lying because his lips move and he just continues to lie." Wootton laughed as his guest continued, "The other point is to say it's just the media promoting this somehow is just wrong because his own MPs continue to lose faith." Steve Baker, one of the most Brexit white Tories in Parliament, who led the hard Brexit agenda, has said he doesn't have faith in Boris Johnson. So you can't possibly claim this is some kind of Remain plot. Those tuning in took to Twitter to comment with it jousting Jim posting, "Butterworth can't see beyond the EU." At MS Cryptolite asked, We all know a couple of people stuck in the anti-Brexit mode. They are very vocal, and spend a lot of time reinforcing their views. They all hate BJ. At some point, they've got to move on, surely? Can they keep it going 10, 20 years?